Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to Joyful Living. Today I'm going to be sharing with you what is in my handbag, COVID-19 version. All the things I'm bringing to make sure that when I go out in public, I am taking as many precautions as possible. I'm showing you the masks I'm wearing, and we're going to talk about what I do when I venture out in public, and I'm really glad that you're here. So before I go any further, if you have not already subscribed, I really wish you would consider doing so. There is a big red button just right down there that you can press. And also, if you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. So most of our states are in some level of reopening. Here in Georgia, there is a lot that's open. Some states have very little open, but almost everybody is starting to have a few things open. And all of the states have essential things, obviously, like grocery stores and pharmacies and those types of things open. So what we carry in our bags has changed, and I don't see that changing anytime soon, at least until we have a vaccine or a treatment. This is going to be with us for a little while. So recently I went through my own handbag. I made the changes that were necessary to make sure I had everything ready. I'm still not going out a lot. I occasionally go to the grocery store. I'm still doing grocery delivery whenever possible, but I do have coffee scheduled outside with a friend coming up in a week. I'm still practicing social distancing, but I am slowly starting to leave my home more, and I just want to make sure I'm prepared. So what I have here is my bag. Now, the first thing I will tell you is this is a new bag from Draper James, and those of you that are germaphobes are looking at it and you're already finding a couple of problems, and I don't disagree with you. First of all, this is not a washable bag, and I cannot sanitize this bag, and also I could sanitize this scarf, but it is really cute. So at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how I'm handling this so that I can still have a bag that's cute to carry around, but so it can also be protected from germs when I say go into a grocery store or a place where I may be setting it down and I'm not sure if that surface has been sanitized. So make sure you stick around till the end of the video for that. I'm going to show you all of like my everyday essentials and then also the things that are specific for dealing with the new reality that we're living in. So when you open up my bag, I'll start with just my normal things. I've got my just regular go-to bag. This one is super cute. It's from Shop Disney and it says Avo Good Day. Get it? Like avocado good day? I don't know. It's kind of a dad joke bag, but it's cute. And it just has my regular essentials. So I've got just normal things. I have got extra wipes in here. Let's turn that around. Nice and clean extra wipes. I've got a little pad of paper because it's always good to have something to take notes. I've got an extra thing of contact lenses. If you're a contact lens wearer, you know why that is so important. I've got my Lactaid pills because I am lactose intolerant. I have a little thing of hand lotion because right now we're all washing our hands way more than we used to, which is not a bad thing at all, but also using hand sanitizer, which is so drying, and I struggle with dry skin anyway. So I'm trying to use lotion as much as I can. So I have this little thing of hand cream. This one's from L'Occitane, and I really love this. It has a really pretty scent to it too, which always helps. I have a couple of Band-Aids just because you never know when you're going to need a Band-Aid. And I have, let's see, a pen, because you always should have a pen with you because you never know what you're going to need a pen for. Oh, and also right now, if you have to sign something, you really don't want to be using the pen that is provided. Like if you're at a doctor's office or anywhere where you need to sign, you want to be able to use your own pen. So that's really important to me too. And then of course, I just have little things like my lipstick. Now, I don't travel with a whole bunch of makeup. That's just not, I don't reapply makeup a lot when I'm out in public, but I do always travel with my lipstick. If you're curious, this is my go-to everyday lipstick and has been for maybe 10 years. It is number 843 L'Oreal Toasted Almond. It's not what I'm wearing today because I always go a little bit darker for filming, but this is my favorite lipstick. So that is all that is in here. Now, I do love having zippered pouches as opposed to just having things loose in my bag because that's kind of gross. And this way, like if I switch bags, I can just move this from one bag into the next. All right, now moving on. Of course, I've got my wallet in here, which right now I'm using this very small Kate Spade wallet. I was using my larger travel wallet from Kate Spade that holds my passport and all of that, but this is a lot smaller, a lot easier to use. This was a gift from a friend, so I don't even know if you can still get this, but I love this little Kate Spade wallet. I love the way that it opens up, and I love that it has this little zipper compartment here for coins and cash. So there's my wallet. Okay, and then in the interior zipper pocket, which is right here, and this bag from Draper James, oh my gosh, I just love it. I think it's sold out, but if you guys haven't shopped at Draper James, no affiliate, but I just love their stuff. In this little pocket here, I have a reusable bag. Now, I have not been using reusable bags at the grocery store because I don't want to have to wash them every time, and it's just one of those trade-offs I'm making right now. I'm hoping to get back to using the reusable bags, but it just feels safer from a germ perspective, but I do always like to have just one of these small little reusable bags just in case, so that is in there. And then, of course, I have my keys with my little Mickey head because, you know, got to represent Mickey whenever you can. And then my sunglasses, which I realize should be in a case, but I kind of have them wrapped in this, so we'll just go with that. The case just took up extra space. All right, now let's get into the stuff that is specific to COVID-19. What shall we call it? Prevention? Let's call it that. COVID-19 prevention. That sounds more positive than something else. Okay, so now let's pull out the prevention bag. Let's call it that. Let's call it something positive. The anti-germ bag, the let's not get sick bag, the best precautions bag. In here, I have 2 masks, and I'll tell you why I have 2 in just a minute. I have some antibacterial wipes. Now, I wish these were the Clorox ones, but as you know, they are sold out everywhere. These are not quite as good, so they're not ideal. I need to make some of the Clorox ones, but they're better than nothing. And then I also have a small bottle of Purell hand sanitizer. Now, this is really all I feel like I need to go out. I don't wear gloves because everything that I've read says you're actually better off just washing your hands frequently, because with the gloves, you risk just reusing the same gloves. And if you're touching a germy surface and then you're touching something else, you're just spreading all those germs around. I'm preferring to not wear gloves, but just make sure I am washing my hands as much as possible and also using hand sanitizer when I can't wash my hands. Now, I have 2 masks and both are in Ziploc bags. And the reason for this is you really should be washing your masks daily if you're out a lot. I'm not out a lot, so I'm not necessarily washing them every day. By the way, if you have a delicates bag, that's a great way to wash your masks, so you don't have to worry about the strings and all of that. But if I am in a place where, let's say I'm out in public, and this hasn't happened yet, but I'm preparing, and I feel like I could have been exposed or there might be germs on my mask. So maybe I'm in a place where someone isn't wearing a mask, or maybe they're coughing, or maybe they're not practicing social distancing. I can only control my own behavior, right? I can't control what somebody else does. So if that's the case, when I'm done with that situation, I want to put that mask in a Ziploc bag and wash it as soon as possible. So then I also want to have a backup mask. I'm trying to always have one that's in use and one that is clean that I'm carrying with me for this purpose. Now, if I'm just going to the grocery store, which our Publix is doing such a great job of keeping everyone 6 feet apart. There are one way in and one way out. I feel very secure when I'm at the Publix. I don't necessarily feel like I need to wash my mask every time I'm at Publix. And it's really just a personal issue. You know, if you feel like you were in a place where germs might have gotten on your mask, you definitely want to sequester that mask until you can wash it. So that's why I have the Ziploc bag. So the 2 masks that I have, and these are both clean right now, so I will show you these masks. This one was made for me by a friend, and it is super cute, and it is Disney. And I like this one because it has a string here, and then it has 2 ties, and you've got that. I've also got another one that was made for me by my friend Susie that's Mrs. Incredible themed, and it is in the rotation as well. But you see how you've got this little vent thing right here. I think this is for, if it's for a healthcare worker, you could put a PPE mask in there, and this is to help it last longer. But there's definitely a back and a front to the mask, and I just make sure, let's just demonstrate. Hopefully I won't get lipstick on it. I just make sure that it fully covers, and normally I would put my hair on the other side, and just tie it off and voila. Okay, no big deal. You can still hear me talk. I think you can even still see that I'm smiling, which has been one of the hardest parts for me, is I feel like I can't, be as expressive with people. But this is really easy to just kind of leave like this around my neck, and then I can tie it on when I walk into the store. So normally that's what I'm doing when I'm going out. But again, whenever I'm not using it, you don't want to just throw it in your bag, because you want to make sure that it is safe from germs. So I've got it in this little Ziploc bag. And then this is the other mask I have that was made for me by another friend. And it is just the kind with the elastic. So opens up like this. I'm going to spread that out. And voila. So I am good to go. This one is a little more classic. I have noticed people in stores smiling a lot at my Mickey Mouse one, so that does make me really happy. But this one is really easy to use as well. A lot of people have been talking about how hot the masks are, and I don't disagree with you, but they are necessary for right now. And so I think it's like a lot of things. We just get used to what we need to get used to. And I'm trying really hard to kind of channel my inner, post World War II, or you can watch a World War II movie like Mrs. Miniver or something like that, and realize that throughout the generations, different people have been asked to do some pretty extraordinary things and make some things start to feel normal that aren't normal at all. So all of this is just my way of going, okay, this is what we need to do right now. We just need to be normal, act normal, and make this just part of our everyday routine until they tell us that we don't need to anymore. And I am 100% okay with being fully compliant with all of that, because I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get someone else sick. And most importantly, when I walk into Target or Costco or my Publix, I don't want to risk getting the employees sick. Because again, remember, when you're out in public, you're only being exposed to this many people, but the employees are being exposed to this many people. So every time you wear that mask, you wash your hands, you're ensuring that the employees are safe. And that really helps me realize that even though it's inconvenient for me, it really is important for the people that work there. Now, let's get on to how I'm tackling the whole fact that I want a cute bag. But I really need a bag that I can at least wipe down. I mean, ideally, you would have a bag that you could physically wash, but you have a couple of options if you want to carry a cute bag. Option number one would be to take your reusable sack like this one, which I realized is not going to match every outfit. Let's make sure everything is down in there. And when, some of you might do this when you go to get your hair colored, which I haven't done in quite a while, but I'm doing on the 21st of May. You can place your cute bag into your reusable bag. Now, what this ensures is that this part here, you can throw in the washing machine so that you're not exposing your bag. I mean, maybe it's a really nice leather bag. Obviously, you can't wash leather. You don't want to wash leather down with an antibacterial wipe. It will ruin it. So you can just do something like this with a reusable bag, or if you want something that is a little cuter to carry, a little more stylish. Most of us at this point have this bag or some iteration of this bag. It will fold up. You guys know this bag. It's like every mom in America has this bag. A bag like this will work too. Now these are nice because this one will actually fold up and I can put it inside this bag, but this one will work too. I'll show you. Just set the bag that you're carrying right down in there. You can zip that up, and there you go. Now this one can't be washed, I don't think, but it can easily be wiped down with antibacterial wipes. So you can sanitize this bag. It's a little less sanitary, obviously, than this bag, which can be thrown in the washing machine and washed completely. So yeah, that's just, it's a great idea so that, because if you think about it, you're taking all of these precautions. But then if you're setting your handbag down on the floor or on a table or in a grocery cart, you just have the possibility of stirring up all those germs. And I was kind of in the place where I was like, well, I don't want to sacrifice cuteness entirely because this bag is so stinking cute. You guys know how I feel about my bags. And most of us as women do like our bags. And so if I'm going out and I know the bag is going to be on my person and I'm carrying it, then I am probably going to just take this and not worry about it. But if there's any chance I'll be setting it down on a surface that I don't know if it's been sanitized or I don't want to get germs on that surface, then I'm going to put it in one of the two larger bags. Is that the best solution? I don't know. I just didn't want every day to feel like it's dictated by this great unpleasantness that we're going through. So having everything kind of ready to go, if I was still had little kids, obviously this would need to be a lot more. So I would probably need a bigger bag. But feeling like as we all venture out into public, we don't just go out there like we always have. We have to make accommodations to protect the vulnerable in our population, to protect employees in stores, and we want to make sure that we're doing it in a way that still makes us happy and brings us joy and doesn't bum us out. And both by having masks that are cute and a system that works for me and feels organized, I feel like I have a little bit more control over a completely out of control situation. So I hope this video helped today. I hope you'll kind of think through your own bag before you go heading out into public. Really be thinking about what is the right way to venture out. And even if your state is wide open, like mine almost is, that doesn't mean that you have to go out. You can still make great choices to protect you, to protect your family, especially if you have older relatives or anyone who is in a vulnerable group. And yeah, I just hope you guys are finding joy in the midst of all the crazy. I'm really glad that you joined me today. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to know how to support the channel, there's a whole bunch of ways you can do so down in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.